Just 1 month till the Global Dokkan Campaign. Grind these units now. What's up, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are kicking off our anniversary prep series. Wait, no. We are full synchro. So now, no longer will we be celebrating the anniversary in July, which means no more anniversary prep guides. Instead, we will be offering you a prep guide for the upcoming Global Dokkan campaign. That is everyone we expect to see on the banner and what you can do to grind out these guys and get yourself nice and prepped with those Dokkan Awakening medals and super attacks for the units you may or may not have pulled from these banners. You see, this campaign is meant to replace Tanabata on JP and, of course, Global's anniversary over here on the global side of things, as well as seemingly moving up the worldwide celebration. So it's actually pretty easy to figure out who's going to be on the banner given those three pieces of information. So we're going to use that to go ahead and figure out who's going to be there and kick this off. So we have here our rough estimation of the likely candidates to be on the Dokkan Fest banner. This video will focus mainly on the Dokkan Fest banners. Our second video in the series will focus mainly on the Carnival banner. So strap in, because as you can see, there's quite a lot to go over. So we have three leading theories of who's going to be the campaign. It's kind of irrelevant because the returning units who are here are going to be here no matter who the campaign is, barring a few exceptions, right? Whether it is Dragon Ball Daima, whether it is Resurrection of Eft, which is sort of the leading theory outside of Daima, or GT, whatever it's going to be, right? These units will remain relatively consistent since this is likely to replace the worldwide banners, right? So we're kind of using the worldwide banners as our basis here. So let's start with the elephant in the room. With the removal of Tanabata and shifting it later in the year, I think it means there's a very likely situation where they move up the anniversary LRs, the Gogeta and Vegito from the 10th anniversary. We are going to work off of that assumption for this banner. If not, this will be Beast and Broly from the year prior. But I do believe these guys will be moved here, since I doubt they'll wait till September, October to return the anniversary LR. That's kind of far away. So with that in mind, let's go ahead, let's hop on in. Let's start with the first unit here. So the Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. These guys are the first of the 10th anniversary Dokkan Fest LRs, and they actually have a pretty simple grind compared to most other LRs. It's one stage, right? And you just have to tackle the various stages from that, right? And that is the ultimate pair present. And if we come over here to our Dokkan events, right, it is this one right here, ultimate pair present world. You will need medals from stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, right? You'll need 70 medals from stage 3, 21 medals from stage 2, and 14 medals from stage 1. Pretty simple, pretty easy. That's 2 runs, that's 3 runs, that's 5 runs total for this one. So it honestly doesn't take that long, right? 1 day of grinding will activate that. And the best thing is we're now in a situation where all Dokkan events are always available. As you can see here, they have plenty of farmable super attacks for the SSR, right? I find that the easiest Super Saiyan Goku to get a hold of is this one right here, the Fishing Goku, the April Fool's unit. If you have the keys to go and take this event on, I recommend you do so. Because it has the highest drop rate out of all other Super Saiyan Gokus, and it's pretty easy to get that 100% chance for him. Now, if not, I do find the second easiest is to be this one. It's this one here from the Dokkan tutorial event, the Super Saiyan Goku here is probably the easiest. It requires a couple extra medals and stages to run, but the only other option is this one here, or this one. The medal drop rate for the Yard Rat Goku kind of sucks, and this one you have to awaken him from a Super Saiyan God, and so it's a long and arduous process. It doesn't take that many resources, but I do find this one to be slightly easier than all the others. So I do recommend this one to farm his super attack. So that is it for the Vegito, the first of the LRs on our list. The next LR, of course, is... well, we can close this out, actually. We don't need that anymore. The next LR is, of course, the LR Gogeta, right, who begins as a Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel. He can get his medals awakened from the same event, but it's... Otherworld's counterpart, right? The ultimate pair, the Otherworld, stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. Once again, you will need 70 medals from stage 3, 21 medals from stage 2, the Tech Gogeta stage, and 14 medals from stage 1, the Fizz Gogeta stage. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward for his. Now, he does have a grindable super attack. Unless you bought these during the 10th anniversary with your coins, this is the only option. Now, this guy can be gained from the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Dokkan event. You will have to gain the medals to awaken him, but it is the only way to get his... it is the only way to level up the super attack. So this guy, stage 1, Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan event, and of course you will have to awaken him because he begins as a Super Saiyan Vegeta. Actually, I think he begins as a Super Vegeta. So you will have to awaken him if you want to get him here. So easy day there, though, right? At least you have, the farmable super attack, so you can grind and Dokkan responsibly with these returning LRs. Now, all right, like I said, because these are likely to be similar to the worldwide banners, we can assume that the following units are guaranteed to return. So we will start with the New Year's units. This will be their likely next return. They return on Golden Week. Same with the Golden Week units, right? This is why many people recommended you just hold off on the Golden Week banners, as they would be returning very soon, even sooner than we had actually anticipated. So first we have the Daima Goku, right? Daima Goku can be awakened from his own Dokkan event, right here, the Adventures in the Demon Realm Dokkan event. There's only one stage, so it's actually pretty straightforward for awakening him. Now, because he is a Super Saiyan Daima Goku, he does not have a farmable super attack. You will have to use Elder Kai's in order to awaken his super attack. For the Glorio, it is the exact same event. He did not get his own event. He shares Daima Goku's event. 77 medals. That's 11 runs in that. That is 11 runs on that event. 22 if you're grinding out both of them. And again, he has no grindable super attack. None of the Diamond units do, unless they intend to awaken one more time the current Diamond units. But these guys do not have. So that's pretty much the New Year's. And then that brings us to the Golden Week units, right? Some of you guys probably did summon on Golden Week for Kaioken Goku and Int Hit. However, right, if you didn't, you choose to hold off, which was the smart decision. You could still grind and get their Dokkan Awakening medals ready for when you want to go ahead and awaken them. You will need 77 medals from the Hit Dokkan event. Now, I don't believe it... yeah, it hasn't been updated, but it is this event here. It is currently the topmost awakening event on the list if you actually go. But if we scroll all the way down here, right, this is how long it's been since we had a good hit. It is right here. The Split Second Assassin, right? So this had, actually, I believe there are a couple different stages here. Yeah, so this had 2 stages, right? For medals, I do recommend you... I do recommend you grind his super attack out, but unlike the other Dokkan events, it isn't found here, right? You will need to grind out 3 of stage 3 of this event in order to get his medals, right? 11 times, you know, your typical Dokkan Fest stuff. Now, with that in mind, we also have the Blue Kaioken stage. So if I can find that here, that's right here, right? The ultimate, Beyond God, the ultimate secret. This will be stage 3, I believe, if we come back here. Yes. All right, just like the hit, right? So the last time he was updated was the SDR Blue Kaioken. So stage 3, just like the hit, 11 times, 77 medals is what you're going to need to awaken the Kaioken Goku. Now, Kaioken Goku has no farmable super attack, which means you will have to use Kai's for him. However, Hit does. Hit can have his super attack grinded from the Universe 6 story mission. It is currently available. You can go do it right now, but if not, you can always go. If you're watching this after the Golden Week celebration leaves, you can actually go ahead and just use keys, and it will always be available with keys. If we actually come over here to the Warriors of Universe 6, you can see he can be grinded out from stage 1 of the event. Now, if you want to awaken him, you just simply need to Z awaken him, and you will get what you need to grind out that super attack. I do recommend going through that process. Heck, I would honestly just recommend grinding him out altogether, even if you don't have him, just simply because he's actually kind of a really good free-to-play unit. All right, so that brings us to the next units on our list here, the previous year's worldwide units, right? If you manage to not pick these guys up during anniversary because maybe you're a new player, right, and you didn't pick any of these characters up, right? These, that is kind of who this video is for. Or maybe you're somebody who just never pulled them, right? Sometimes it does be like that. You don't get the units you're after. So starting with the Int Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. This guy does awaken from his own Dokkan event, the Berserker of Destruction, and that is this event right here. I'm going to scroll all the way back up for this one. All right, so this event right here, the Berserker of Destruction. Nope. There we go. Let's just click on it here. Right, so you have the Berserker of Destruction mission here. You can get you will need medals from each stage, right? I do recommend for the Family Kamehameha medals, you do go to stage 3, not stage 2, right? Stage 2 has a lower drop rate, and it's varied depending on what you get. So starting with this one, right? You will need 14 of the stage 3 medals, right? So 14, so that's essentially 2 runs. You'll need 21 of the Int TUR Broly's medals, right, and that is stage 4 here, right? Obviously, make sure you do the super stage, right? But you'll need 21 medals here, and then you'll need your 70 medals from stage 5 in order to fully awaken the LR Broly if he is a character that you had not yet pulled. Now, he does have a farmable... he does not have a farmable super attack. Oh, okay. So, unfortunately, no. You will have to, for the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, you will have to use Kai's in order to awaken him. So with that, we have the other worldwide LR, the Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Gohan and Super Saiyan Trunks. These guys do awaken from... Let's actually refresh this here. There we go. Alright, so these guys do awaken from their own Dokkan event, plus one other. You can't just go to the various stages of this. So the first of the events here that you want to go to... Alright, we have the Miraculous Strike Super... Power of the Burning Spirit. You do need 70 of these medals, right? So 10 runs for that. And then your other medals come from the Family Kamehameha event. You need 35 of those medals. So 5 runs there. Now, unfortunately, they do not have a formidable super attack because they are Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Trunks. So no formidable super attack there. But, you know, they do still work. You know, they still are very useful, so, you know, you may want to consider that, you know, using the Kais on them would be worth it. Moving on, the next set of units we're going to go into, right, is the previous year's worldwide units, the LR Vegito and the Tech Zamasu, right? So starting with Tech Zamasu, we need to reload this one more time. All right, starting with Tech Zamasu, we get to actually go back to a singular Dokkan event here, right? And that is the Miracle of... Where is it? Right, the Eternal God, not Miracle. The Eternal God, Disaster of Order. So there's a lot of different stages for this one that you want to account for, right? So you have the most recent stage, which is stage 4, right? You will need 70 medals from stage 4. You will need 21 medals from stage 3, and 14 medals from stage 1, just like the Goku and Vegeta, for example. Now, he does have a grindable super attack, which can be grinded from this stage right here. Stage 1, it does start as an SSR, and it does not awaken further, which means the best you're going to get is a 50% raise, but it's still, you know, 50% is still better than 0, especially when you are trying to Dokkan responsibly. Up next, we have the... Where is he at here? The LR Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito, right? So their medals, all right, all come from the same one, the Blazing Blue Potara Fusion. That is this event right here, all right? Similar to the latest update for that one, they did have a recent update. So we do get medals from stage 4. You will need 70 medals from stage 4 in order to fully awaken the blue boys here. You will need 21 medals from stage 3, and then 14 medals, 2 runs from stage 2. Again, don't recommend using stage 1 here. Yes, you can get the same medals, but the drop rate is significantly... oh, actually, do we need stage 1, or do we just need these ones? Actually, let's come back here. I might be misspeaking here. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, so we don't need... Yeah, I thought so. We don't need stage 1. Just stage 2. Yeah, so don't waste your time with stage 1. All right. So with that, that brings us to the last year's New Year's units as well. They are likely to return on the banner, just going off of the previous banners, right? So 2 years worth of New Year's units, the returning Golden Week units, and then now, which would have been the previous year's anniversary LRs. So in this case, it would have been Beast and Broly. Now knowing this, right? Now knowing the shift, likely to be the 10-year anniversary Dokkan Fest. So, hopping into the Hirudegarn here. Okay, the transforming Phantom Majin. He does have his own Dokkan events, right? And you just need 77 medals from that event. So that's, right, this one here, Phantom of Smoke and Flame. You just need the 11 runs there in order to get what you need. Same thing goes for the Goku. Goku Surpassing All. You need 77 medals, so 11 runs from this one. Now, the Hirudegarn does not have a farmable super attack. However, Goku does, right? He actually has several options here you could use, right? So you could awaken the... Since he's not Angel, right? So you could awaken the Majin Buu Saga de-transforming Goku from the event from Worldwide 2020. You'll grind him out. It does, I will warn you, it does take a little bit. The drop rate's not that great, but the awakening process, Dokkan Awakening, the Goku that drops from that event is, 100% guaranteed raise. Otherwise, unless you spent your coins to buy a bunch of extra of the Anniversary Super Saiyan 3 Goku, that would probably be the only option. That's the Year 3 giveaway card. But you could have only bought in 5 if you did do that. So you would have had to been holding on for some of them for a while. But that's it for the New Year's units, right? So this is everybody who is all but guaranteed to return based on what we know. The remaining units we're going to go over here are are just more, they're all TURs, number one, so they all awaken from their own Dokkan events, so there's no need to really go into any of them, and they're kind of up in the air. It's going to be more likely for them based on what the celebration is to determine who it is, right? If they go the Resurrection of F route, we could see Golden Frieza and the Blue Boys, right? If they go the GT route, we could see GT Goku or GT Gogeta, and then maybe these guys, or even Daima could probably sell these guys, right? So, it really just depends on the direction that they go with their celebration, but they all awaken from their own Dokkan events. None of them have farmable... Oh, actually, they do. The Blue Goku's farmable super attack comes from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie event. You need to awaken that Blue Goku. I will warn you that the drop rate is terrible, and you need 100 medals to awaken 10 of them, so it will take a while to awaken the super attack for those guys. Golden Frieza, he is a base Golden Frieza, not an Angel Golden Frieza, so he actually does not have a formable super attack, so you would have to use Kai's for pretty much most of these except for these guys, so that's a lot. Right, there is a lot to anticipate coming, and knowing that this celebration is meant to replace Global Dokkan's Anniversary as well as Tanabata, I think it's pretty obvious that they're going to return the Anniversary LRs, because otherwise it's going to be an 8 to 10 month return, which I don't think will probably sit well with most players. I think they need to hold firm on that 6-month return for the Anniversary LRs. So hopefully they do. They're likely, the 10-year Anniversary LRs are likely to be on this banner, and even if they're not, there's still a lot here you could prep. This guide was mostly for those of you guys who needed the help and who needed to know who was likely to be on the banner. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know which of these units do you need to start preparing now. We'll have more prep guides coming. In the next video, part 2, we'll focus on the Carnival banners, who we anticipate to see on the Carnival banners, and then the following few videos will go over many things, prep guide things, ranging from best places to link level, other random super attack farming places that you could find helpful, as well as Elder Kai farming in the meantime, and stone farming between now and then, to have yourself prepared for this big campaign, believed to be even greater than or on the level of Anniversary. So with that, guys, if nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.